Welcome back, everyone, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and because it's Fright Facts week, I was just wondering, do you know about sleep paralysis? And why does it make you see demons as shown in this old painting? Give me 5 minutes, I bet you can work this into a conversation today, and also like and subscribe so you can keep up. I do this every single day. All right, I've had sleep paralysis a few times. Usually it happens if I nap, and it's the two most unsettling ones I can think of were these. First, when I was taking a nap about a decade ago, and all of a sudden I knew I was awake, right? But I couldn't open my eyes. Like I was like, oh, I know I'm awake, and like there's got to be someone like standing above me right now, right? Like why'd I wake up? But like I can't do anything about it. And just like seeing nothing, it was just dark. But your imagination is going, so you can almost imagine the room. And then all of a sudden I just felt this like demon creature, this like grim reaper demon just like standing over me. And like I couldn't do anything about it. And I could even think, I was even able to be like, this is sleep paralysis. Like this is not real, but this still sucks. Because like if it is real, like I would like to be able to like put my hands up. And I just couldn't do anything about it for a while. Eventually I woke up and was kind of like, I don't know if I need to go back to sleep. I'm good, I think. The weirdest one though was when I was on an airplane, and I don't really nap a lot, if at all. Maybe like once a year or less. And I was on an airplane and I fell asleep on a flight and had my hooded sweatshirt on backwards, so it was covering my face, so like I couldn't, no light was coming in. And I was sitting next to this older woman I didn't know, and I woke up and I had the hood in front of me still, and I was convinced that I was holding this woman's hand, and that she was telling me like, let go of me, let go of me, let go of me, like let go of me. And I couldn't let go because I was paralyzed still. And I felt so bad that I was like creeping out this lady by like grabbing her hand on accident and holding on to it in like a death grip. And so I eventually, and all I could get out was this. And my friends crack up when I tell them this, but I was just like in my hood with the hood over my face, just going, help, help. That's all I could get out. Like tiny little like airy like help. Like just wanted to apologize. Woke up. Finally like snapped out of it, and I wasn't holding her hand, thank God, but I'm pretty sure I did like drool on her at one point once I transitioned from the hood over my face. And that's sleep paralysis for you. And if you've never had it, well, it is one of the most horrifying sensations imaginable. The one nightmare that kind of happens after you've woken up, Sleep paralysis occurs when your brain and body fall out of sync during the transition between REM sleep and wakefulness. Normally during REM sleep, your brain paralyzes your muscles, and that's a process called atonia. And that's to keep you from acting out your dreams. So you don't actually hold the person's hand next to you or start throwing punches or run out and jump out the window trying to fly or something. But sometimes the brain wakes up before the paralysis wears off, and you become conscious while your body is still offline. And it's a glitch in timing, really. Your brain says, good morning, but your body is still dreaming. And during this half-dream, half-waking state, the brain's visual and emotional centers can still be active, so the mind projects vivid, often terrifying imagery. People report intruders in their rooms, shadowy figures, I got that, footsteps or pressure on their chest, sensations that are real to the brain but have no physical source. I experience pressure on my hands, like I'm squeezing someone's hand apparently. Studies show that hallucinations often match the fear we feel while paralyzed. In other words, your brain fills in the blank with whatever monster it thinks fit. And it's surprisingly common. Roughly 1 in 5 people will experience sleep paralysis at least once in their life. It's harmless, though your heart and your well-being may disagree, but it tends to happen more often during stress, irregular sleep schedules, or under sleep deprivation. But before science was a thing, people didn't think it was REM atonia. They thought it was demonic possession or possession of some sort. In medieval Europe, it was blamed on a night hag, an old witch or demon sitting on your chest. There's even an 18th century painting called The Nightmare that shows it literally, a creature perched on a sleeping woman. He's like, what? Paint a picture, it'll last longer. And the real nightmare for her, though, I think is going to be when she wakes up and how her neck feels. That can't be a good sleeping position. But yeah, that's where our modern word nightmare comes from. Mare wasn't a horse, it was an old English word for goblin or evil spirit that tormented sleepers at night. Nightmare originally meant night demon. And it wasn't until centuries later that it shifted to mean a bad dream. So technically, if you've ever had sleep paralysis, you've had the original nightmare, the kind that feels like something sitting on your chest. You know, thank God I didn't think I was sitting on that woman's chest or she was sitting on my chest, because that would have been even more horrifying. Like, I'm so sorry. I know we're just on a plane. I feel so guilty that I just sat on your chest for a couple hours. Like, I know I'm over 200 pounds. That must have been awful. And today, scientists describe it as REM dissociation, a temporary overlap between the dreaming and waking worlds, but there's still something ancient about the experiment, that feeling of being trapped between two realities. So there you have it, sleep paralysis, the waking nightmare that's been haunting humanity long before science gave it a name. Go check out my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Leave me a comment. Have you experienced sleep paralysis? And if so, what was your experience? I would love to know if you've had similar ones to me or different ones to me. Maybe I'll try to make an image to depict what I saw under sleep paralysis. We'll see. Share this with someone. I'd appreciate that as well. Go check out the short version I do of all these, that 45-second condensed version you can find across social media at Smartest Year Ever. That's how you can find me there. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow for more Fright Facts Week in the Smartest Year Ever.